What's up, y'all? Sorry we kept y'all waiting, fashionably late. But I appreciate y'all all being here. We got Caleb Smith, 3 Milli Productions on YouTube. We got sports and culture, music, everything going on, and some dope guests. So make sure y'all check him out. He's definitely in his bag when it comes to sports knowledge, NFL knowledge, and NBA. So what's up? I like to watch. You can see the comments, right?
Right now I can't see the comments.
Oh, because you said what?
Do I press chat?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool. Let me hit that.
So you can see the comments.
Hey, y'all teach me how to work this right now. I'm learning.
All right, guys. So we're gonna start with Eagle season in here, Sid in here, Al Kabir. I like to watch NFL. Y'all, we gotta start with Everson Griffin going to the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all know. What's your thoughts on that, Caleb?
Man, I love it. First off, y'all, for everybody in the comments, I apologize for being late. 5 minutes late. I was getting everything situated on CB.
Love it.
But Everson Griffin, man, I like the signing. I was kind of surprised that he was signed to the Cowboys, though, because I'm like, Minnesota just let him go. So I was like, that was kind of weird. Yeah. But Dallas has been kind of sneaky lately, I think, with all their signings.
Oh, really?
I mean, I hate Dallas, but I got to give credit where it's due. They signed, or Robert Quinn, he just signed to the Bears, I think, right? So I think that them getting Everson Griffin, that was good. Gerald McCoy, I think he's on the Cowboys now, too.
Yep.
So that pass rush might be looking kind of nice. I mean, football might not happen this year, but if it did, that would be a really nice D-line. The secondary might be trash, though, especially with Byron Jones being gone. So I think that Everson Griffin, that was a really sneaky pickup because he's a monster.
Yeah, that was a huge pickup for them. And obviously, we don't like Cowboys over here. But, respect the game of football. And that was, they're getting a lot of little pickups here and there. They're definitely adding to that defense. Like we said, they got Gerald McCoy, Don Terry Post. They definitely see a hole in that defensive line. I'm just glad they didn't get Jadeveon Clowney, okay?
That would have been scary. That would have been scary.
That'd have been real scary.
Yeah, so they're definitely picking up. So Eagle season said who's gonna win the division. Who's gonna win the NFC East?
I would probably say either Philly or my sleeper would be Washington as well. Yeah, I'm be honest. Hey, Washington, because here's why. Like, a lot of people sleep on this. I think it was like 2 years ago. You remember when they were like 6-2?
Yeah.
Alex Smith. Yeah. And even last year, although like they had a really bad season, what people sleep on is Dwayne Haskins. He's going to develop the running backs. Of course, I feel like Adrian Peterson can still get it done. Terry McLaurin is a monster at receiver, and he's young, and he's only going into year 2. Defense with Landon Collins, Chase Young, that was huge. Montez Sweat, he's coming into his own. People sleeping on it. And Dylan, I know from firsthand experience, Reuben Foster.
Yep, exactly.
Like, he's going to come back healthy. And I feel like their defense is going to be up and coming because it's always in the middle of the pack. But I really felt like 2 years ago when they started off 6-2, before Alex Smith got hurt, they were first in the NFC East and they were a playoff lock pretty much. So I would not sleep on the Redskins. Ron Rivera is my guy. I feel like he's one of the most underrated head coaches ever because he's never had really any offensive weapons like that.
That's definitely true.
So I feel like with a young quarterback in Dwayne Haskins, if the Redskins, or not the Redskins, the Washington football team, if they even draft a running back, I think next year or just soon, I feel like that offense, it will start to become complete somewhat. But we'll see. How do y'all feel about it, though? Because y'all are the experts. I would love to hear y'all's take on it.
That's a very good point because I don't know if you can see. Can you see the comment up there? Yeah.
It's a 3-man race.
Yeah. Yep. So Alex Smith, is he back?
So he got cleared for football activities.
So does that mean he's back?
He's kind of in a boot right now. I saw his IG with his kids. I wouldn't trust him playing.
In a weird long sock type thing.
Yeah. It's like a long black sock, so I wouldn't trust him right now. But Eagle season is right. Like, do not sleep on Alex Smith. But I don't even think it's about Alex Smith. I just think it's about he proved that if the Redskins have a stable quarterback, that they can be okay. Because they did it with Kirk Cousins, won the division, made it to the playoffs. So I feel like if the Redskins just get a quarterback.
The Redskins situation right now kind of reminds me of the Bears before Mr. Trubisky got extra trash. He was already trash, when he first got in. But when he was somewhat game managing, it reminds me of the Bears. A raw, really good young defense with an offense that really needed help and a stable quarterback. And they, I guess what they think Nick Foles might be. But it really reminds me of the Bears situation right now. So if they get a guy who is, somewhat competent at quarterback, the Redskins could definitely make some noise.
That's facts, bro.
Yeah, like you made a good point. The Redskins D-line.
It's ridiculous.
I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy.
Them Alabama boys.
Oh, what's my guy? Jared Allen. He's on the D-line for the Redskins.
Oh, yeah.
Jared Allen as well. So I feel like with Jared Allen, Montez Sweat, Chase Young, and you got Reuben Foster at the mic, Landon Collins at safety. People keep sleeping on Landon Collins.
Yeah, and then Ron Rivera, like you said, they had Cam, they had Luke, but he's put a lot together with, not the star-studded team. So
yes.
Ron going to have something to prove as well because he didn't like the way he got his exit out of Carolina either.
Man, I hate the Panthers now. Don't even talk about it. I hate them because they had the perfect situation. And I guess that some teams don't. I feel like, and that's the thing with Washington right now. I feel as though teams have to be real with themselves. Everybody's not going to win the Super Bowl every year, but I would rather be in playoff contention every year.
For sure.
And not have to rebuild. You know what I mean? Jonathan Allen. That's his name. Jonathan Allen. Right. I'm sorry, Eagle season. Hey, you want it.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I think definitely when it comes to the NFC East, like the last couple of seasons, of course, it's been Philly and Dallas going at it. But now, yes, we can't just be sleeping on that Washington football team like we used to just,
roll over.
Yeah, roll over, go to sleep on them.
No, man.
Got to be awake. Eagles season said, who has a better D-line, Eagles or Redskins? Chase Young is still unproven. Yeah, I'm definitely going with that Eagles D-line. That Eagles D-line, nasty. They got Chase Young, but we just picked up a dime piece, and Javon Hargrave going to be nuts. Why are you looking like that?
I feel you, Dylan. I didn't want to say nothing.
Now, I'm not saying Javon Hargrave is Chase Young, but I'm saying we have depth across. We got Malik Jackson on the interior. We got Fletcher Cox. We got Javon Hargrave. What?
I'm going to let you finish.
Yeah.
I already said my spiel. What y'all saying? They already know how I feel. They see my thing.
I just got to say, Montez.
And let me say, Pro Football Focus agrees with us Eagles season. Okay? They got us number 2.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. Right? Because y'all have the heart.
It's not something to sneeze at, but I'm saying when it comes to being a better defensive line.
Over the Redskins, you think we don't have the better D-line?
I don't know. Montez Sweat already kind of proven. Jonathan Allen done did his thing before.
Nice.
Yeah, then Chase. We're pretty sure Chase Young gonna be the junk. Because you look at the Bosa brothers, they came out of Ohio State like Chase Young.
Especially Nick.
State. You see where they're at right now.
Yeah.
If it push comes to shove,
it's gonna get real.
Washington gonna have a defensive line.
Y'all, I need y'all Eagles fans in here to tell them what's up.
Nah, because here's the thing, and Symone, like you bring up so many great points. Because at the end of the day, y'all have hardware. So once you get a Super Bowl ring, or once you even make it to a Super Bowl, you are validated. Like you can say I'm the best, or I'm the best at my position. Fletcher Cox, best. Period.
Right.
But only thing is Philly doesn't stay healthy, and 2,
you gotta remind us of that.
Man, y'all were on one leg last year. And then 2,
yeah, I know. We don't stay healthy here.
It's crazy. And 2, I think I would just take the guys who are young because I know with Chase Young is that he hasn't proven himself yet. But like what Dylan said with guys like the Bosa brothers, there's some guys that draft experts like Bucky Brooks always say, those are gold jacket guys. Like you just know, like I can't miss with somebody like that. I know with
Philly might.
Yeah, it's tough. But I'm really feeling Washington right now. I don't know why. I'm looking at that talent.
Philly Mike, you hear this? They saying Washington got a better D-line than us, Philly Mike.
Philly Mike, come on.
Young. Man, we're talking about some young guns.
Come on, Philly
We're talking about some young guns. Like Jonathan Allen is what? Year 3? He's only in year 3. Montez only in year 2. Chase is going to be a rookie. Like, we talking about some young cats. Fletcher Cox is a monster, arguably the best at his position, but I think he might only have 3 years left in his prime, or 2 maybe. So, I don't know.
I just look at it as if I really had to give the edge right now, as of to this day, I'm going to give it to Philadelphia because they're
rightfully so.
What we're going to get out of them. We don't know exactly what we're going to get out of Chase Young yet and those guys all together yet. But
No, they definitely have the up and coming. They definitely have the up and coming.
Yeah.
Montez Sweat or Dexter Lawrence of the Giants? That's a great question. I gotta watch some more Dexter Lawrence. I know at Clemson he was a monster, but
I haven't seen
really. Yeah, I didn't hear much about him on the Giants. I might be wrong though.
But that just could have been to the fact that Dexter Lawrence was on a bad team.
Yeah,
and Montez Sweat, that's already a good defense that gets a little bit of work, and then obviously they've been in the news for other reasons.
Wait, why are you clutching your tag?
Dylan, Symone, forgive me, I forgot about New York. That's another sleeper.
I'm not sold on New York.
I'm sold on the Washington team being a sleeper, definitely.
Yeah,
I'm not sold on New York. They have a lot of stuff to figure out,
and I don't know why. And I don't know why, but I haven't seen enough of Daniel Jones, and I feel like he's gonna hit a wall. I don't know if he's gonna stay in that sophomore slump, but I feel a sophomore slump coming.
I like him though. At first, I hated him, like on draft night when he got drafted so high.
Yeah,
I like what I saw. And two, I feel like the Giants have the biggest advantage over any team besides the Cowboys. You can control the pace of the game by feeding Saquon. I just feel like with their offense, they just have to get more creative. But if you have like this generational running back, who I believe is better than Zeke, if you feed him properly and keep him healthy and make people respect the run, that opens up everything. I would rather have a top 5 running back than have a top 5 receiver per se, because you got to respect that run game. I mean, even Carolina almost making it to the playoffs was only because of Christian McCaffrey.
That's true.
And I mean, you had Kyle Allen.
They worked that man like a mule.
Bro, I feel like he's going to get hurt next year. I don't want to speak it on him.
Yeah, but come on, man. They worked him like a working bull. Like
getting about 20 carries a game, 5 catches.
But yeah, the thing about New York for me is it's almost to a point where they don't have enough around. Well, they don't have enough around Saquon. So I think this year we'll be able to key in too much on Saquon and not really have to worry about anything else besides Sterling Shepard. And
he always has a concussion. I love Sterling, but he always has a concussion.
And then I forget who's
Golden Tate.
What's the good tight end they have?
Evan Ingram, but he's always hurt.
Yeah. Evan Ingram.
Georgia too.
I feel like there's too much riding on those 3 pieces on offense for Daniel Jones, and I think they'll just be able to key in too much on Saquon. And I don't know if Daniel Jones about that life yet.
Hargrave, Malik.
Yeah, I mean, right here, Philly Talk Podcast is speaking facts, because when you play a team, and that's a great point, y'all. When you play a team like New York, again, I'm not threatened by anybody on the outside.
What's up, Jersey boy? What's going on, Jersey boy? And we live now. I like to watch NFL. Where you at? He said, with Malik and Hargrave next to a healthy Fletcher, my God, BB, Brandon Graham, and they're going to have an easy job. This D-line will eat. However, Washington D-line is deep. That's the only thing they got going. Brandon Graham, Barry Barnett going to have an easy job.
So Caleb, real quick, finish your thought about what you were going to say about the Giants offense.
I was just saying that's what happens when you trade Odell, right?
Yeah.
That's gone. And just like what Symone just read from Philly Talk Podcast is a fact. Like, Philly and Washington have the advantage. And that's what, when you play a team like New York, it kind of gets easy, because if we got this nasty D-line, bro, you're not running the rock. So if you can't run the rock, who you going to throw it to?
Exactly.
Like, New York is tripping. Like, you traded Odell, even if you didn't like him, even if he wasn't producing. You got to respect somebody on the outside like that. And Saquon, he would have went crazy having arguably a top 5 receiver on the outside. So I feel like that's going to be something potentially once that rookie deal is up, he might be looking elsewhere.
And speaking about that, actually talking about a top 5 wide receiver.
Hold on, we got to talk to the people. Jason Wall, what's up, Jason Wall?
Eagle fans.
It's all good to talk about youth and future, but this is now. Jason Wall, I feel you. It's all about the present. And the Eagles D-line might be better than any other D-line. Jason Wall, are you saying they're better than
in the league? What?
Oh, you about to have my Eagles people heated over here.
No, Philly is top 3.
Is they better than the 49ers?
That's what I'm saying.
The 49ers, you want to know?
Jason, all the way behind you. You know I got your back, Jason.
The 49ers?
I would arguably say
Cowboys D-line is old. You're good. Yep, we good. Yeah. Philly Talk said, who's his team? Who's your team, Caleb?
Oh, Pittsburgh, growing up. Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Let's go at it then.
Yeah. Pennsylvania, I know.
D-line is better.
Philly and Pittsburgh. Got 6 of them guys though.
Okay, and it's not all about. You see how we have a community? Like we're the city of brotherly.
Yeah, hey, Philly has arguably the best fans in the world because y'all was rocking before y'all even had anything. So y'all was like orphans outside, but letting everybody know I'm still cool.
It's all good because Pennsylvania, we stick together.
That's facts.
I respect y'all, Steelers. I'm a Steelers fan. So Philly Mike, he's a Steelers fan. Now that you're a Steelers fan, we kind of asked him about that tight race.
Yep.
Ravens or Steelers?
Oh, hey, I'm a realist now.
Now come on, be unbiased.
Baltimore gonna tear us up. I already know the facts. But here's the thing, though, we play them tough every single year. Like you remember last year, I think it went to double overtime.
Tough,
yeah. So I think what people sleep on is, even with the team going back to the NFC East, when we talk about the Cowboys and the Giants or the Redskins, it doesn't matter if that team has 2 wins. They know you. They play you twice a year. Maybe if you make it to the playoffs 3 times in a year. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, especially with Pittsburgh, with my man Mike T, who's arguably to me one of the greatest head coaches of all time, he's proven that. That he's going to prepare the troops for battle. Not just that, our defense is nasty. Dylan, you know the vibes. What I got Mike Hilton at safety.
Yes, sir.
Nickel. You already know TJ Watt. Like Minkah Fitzpatrick and Dylan. I think we talked about this on the podcast, but me personally, as a diehard fan, and this is my philosophy even on Madden franchise mode, I could care less about draft picks. It's about how you can leverage those draft picks to get talent. And I feel like Mike T, he does that same practice by trading a first-round pick for Minkah. At the time, people thought that he was tripping, but look at what Minkah's doing. Because Minkah is a first-round talent. Exactly. And it's like, why would I draft somebody in the first round who I don't know, like what you said, Symone, with Chase Young, who's unproven, and I can get a guy who is proven. So I felt like that was genius. Draft picks really aren't that serious for somebody like me. Claypool from Notre Dame, I feel like that was a sleeper draft choice. Historically, we've drafted the best at receiver since the 70s with Lynn Swann, Stallworth. Then you can go to the 2000s or the 90s with Hines Ward. 2000s with Emmanuel Sanders, who's still balling in the league right now. People forget he played for Pittsburgh, got drafted. Antonio Brown. He was in our program from starting as a little man in practice squad.
Yeah, y'all really developed him.
We do this. So I feel like we'll be fine. As a diehard fan, though, just being real, the one missing piece, and I said this when we lost to Jacksonville, this was like back in 2017, went 13-3. I was pissed. Yeah. It's Big Ben. He's the problem. He has to go. The moment that he's gone, then we can compete with Baltimore. But he's the problem.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some of these comments real quick. Jersey Boy say our D-line is stacked, top 5 in NFL, most depth. I'm behind you, boy. I like to watch NFL. He's a Seahawks fan in here. He said, yo, my Seahawks secondary top 3. Right. Well, first, maybe behind Ravens and Chargers. Philly Mike said, need to see a Pennsylvania Super Bowl soon. Fat Philly Mike, we'll be up there lit eating cheese. How you feel about Ben coming back from that injury? That's not a good injury for a QB. What you think about that?
Yeah, I just want to ask you about that, Caleb. So about Big Ben coming back, people sleep. I feel like people are kind of sleep on the Steelers because the fact that Big Ben is coming back. Yes, he's injury prone, but he plays through his injuries. Big Ben is not going to be off that field unless he's really hurt. He'll wobble on that field and he might still have something left in the tank. So you put Big Ben with James Conner, who's still really good. You got Juju Smith-Schuster learning how to be a number 1 wide receiver. You got
they got a good defense.
You got a really good defense. Bud Dupree. We already shouted out Mike Hilton.
Cameron Hayward.
I was about to say, let's not sleep on Cameron, man.
And then the offense. Who's
Steven Nelson?
Yeah.
Who's the young tight end y'all got, Caleb? I forget his name.
Oh, hold on. Eric Ebron just signed to Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron. He balled out for Indianapolis last year. He was maybe Indianapolis' best pass catcher.
Sid, my sister. What's up, sis? She said, no, mind you, she's a Steelers.
Yes. Thank you.
No one's trying to see Big Ben play.
Thank you. But it's old. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, it's getting old because he's a pick machine. I'm telling y'all, he's a pick machine. Yeah. And see, when we had killer bees with AB and Le'Veon, they could kind of mask that. But as you saw, when we played an elite defense for the first time that season against Jacksonville, he threw like 4 picks in the first half because windows are tighter and he makes bad decisions. Like we don't need that, man. I really feel like that we passed up on our opportunity to sign Cam. that would have made us Super Bowl contenders.
Yes.
I'm telling you. This would have been perfect.
And people were saying, because I told you my mom a diehard Steeler. She was saying, yeah, she want to see Cam, but then she's like, we need a long-term solution. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Cam now, like, Cam that would have been so fun.
Cam would at least gave y'all a solid 5 years.
Yeah.
Yo, I would have signed Cam, and we could have drafted a quarterback after like Cam's second or third year. And then that quarterback could have been in the system. Then once Cam is retired, he's been sitting on the bench for like 2-3 years. I felt like that was simple math. I felt like cutting Big Ben, that creates salary cap space. Like, again, and Dylan, I remember we spoke about this before as well.
We did.
Black quarterbacks don't get the same opportunities that white quarterbacks get. And if Cam was playing like Big Ben and throwing picks left and right and being terrible and injury prone like how Big Ben is, he would never get a shot. And the fact that Big Ben is no different than Eli Manning.
Oh no, definitely.
That's a good point. Now to talk about that.
Yeah, he has Super Bowls, but he's not nice anymore.
The overall body of work seems pretty average.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, because Big Ben, honestly, with AB and Le'Veon, you should have made it to at least one Super Bowl with that crew. Because you had the best running back and the best receiver on your team at the same time.
Right, and I think with the Le'Veon and my AB combination, he only made it to like 2 AFC championships.
Yeah, bro, we talking about AFC championships.
And Mike Tomlin as your head coach. Let's not sleep on that.
Yeah, come on, bro. All the pieces were there. And then when you go to, and nobody talks about this, he folds against Brady every time.
He does.
When you go to New England, because that was the year that the Falcons made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
People sleep on the fact we made it to the AFC Championship game. I know when the Falcons, that was bad. But people sleep on that, man. People sleep on that. But I digress. It's just all my pain from the past 5 years.
Yeah, we all watching this. A lot of pain.
Exactly.
Frustrating, man.
Let me get on these comments. Jason Wall said our edge rushers will see singles all season. Just Fletch and the Grave Digger side by side changes everything. Facts. Appreciate the Steelers for Grave Digger. The Philly Talk podcast, Philly Mike said facts. Eagles season said Steven Nelson, one of the most.
Thank you, bro. I'm telling y'all, Steven Nelson. Yep.
Eagles season says Seahawks secondary not good, or they going at it. I like to watch NFL say, yo, Dylan, watch out for us in week 1.
Man.
Jersey Boy
watch
said,
out for us week 1. Y'all.
Steelers are a legit squad. B. Moore got division on lock. Steelers going to play him tough, though. Ben is washed. Definitely his last year.
Everybody got common sense, man. I see it.
Eagles season said Quentin Dunbar, great player. Jamal Adams is great. Who's cornerback 2? One of the worst against the pass last season. Sid said facts about Cam. Eagles season said, okay, secondary, but not top 5. They arguing.
Yeah.
I said, sub up Dylan Matthews on YouTube. Sub up 3 Milli Productions on YouTube. Y'all go sub up. He giving y'all this good Sunday morning football.
That's right.
I like to watch NFL say Eagles season. We'll talk when my Seahawks beat you and you will be 0-6. Come on. I like watch NFL. That's not happening.
Jersey, that came from the soul.
Right. He said facts on Ben, but time for Steelers to move on.
Everybody's agreeing with this. I'm telling y'all, it's time.
Said, I don't know about that. I don't know about that all being on Big Ben, though. Some of those AFC Championship games were tough.
Hold on, Symone. Can we pause real quick?
On who? This one?
Yeah. All right. So
this is my sister now. Don't lay.
No. I'm not even about to go in. I'm just about to calmly present it.
Okay.
If I threw 4 picks in the first half against Jacksonville and they have Blake Bortles, and we went 13-3, we made it this hard to get home advantage all throughout the playoffs through the AFC Championship, so we don't have to go to New England for the first time since 2004. And we went 13-3, and I'm playing against Jacksonville, and I threw 4 picks in the first half. It's not my fault. We're not talking about the game. We're talking about the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Because that Jacksonville offense wasn't scoring.
Bro, they were literally handing the ball. It was like watching Tennessee play Baltimore last year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened to us. And Big Ben has not, for me, shown up in those big moments. Not just that. The biggest point that showed me that he was done too was when we played Denver in the regular season. AB ran a slant and Big Ben forced it and threw a pick. And AB was wide open, and then Big Ben was he didn't run his route sharp enough.
And that's why AB was pissed.
And AB's never been the same since then.
That's what he was.
And I was Big Ben has no accountability at all. And that was a terrible
never gets any accountability. Now, I definitely agree with that. And then you hear all these commentators now saying, oh, the Steelers are going to be different. Like, there's many reasons why the Steelers are going to, be better this season. But
we going 79, man.
Back. No, Big Ben, I don't think definitely better than Duck Hodges, but I'm saying he's not going to be like, oh, Big Ben is back. Now they're in contention for it.
It's not going to be when Peyton Manning went to the Broncos. Like, we'll tell you that much.
We going 7-9, probably 9-7 at best, probably creep into the playoffs, but I don't see it right now because I see us, if we are a wild card team, Houston would probably take that wild card spot or Tennessee. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, Big Ben to me has to go. This is so apparent, but yeah.
Jason, why you have to go in on him like that?
We got to, man. I'm tired.
So you brought up somebody. I can't let it go get swept under the rug. You brought up Antonio Brown.
Hey,
Where's
my guy?
Him going? Is he going anywhere?
He going to the crib. Back to the crib or probably jail. He only got 2 options. Hey, he's done, man.
Crib or where?
Or jail.
He want to go play with his cousin in Baltimore. You don't
Don't be making it sound like he a little kid. He want to go play with his cousin. Man. AB is done. Like, and AB has been one of my favorite receivers of all time. Like, I love studying receivers. I love it. And I feel like nobody wants to say this, but to me, throughout the past 5 years, I felt like AB and Julio, they were neck to neck. But I felt like AB had the slight edge, only because, not because he was, because Julio physically is better than AB, but AB's production was better than Julio's. Like, every Sunday, to me, when you would turn on that TV set, you knew that AB was getting at least 5 catches. Well, Julio, and it's not Julio's fault, but Julio wouldn't get as many targets. So Julio, he would have games like when they played the Colts last year where he would have like 3 catches for like 36 yards. AB would have a slow night with like 7 catches, 115, and 1 touchdown.
That's because Matt Ryan was tired of all the haters talking about stop force feeding into Julio. So he's like, all right, I'll throw to my other people then.
And that's my point, though, Dylan. Like, it's not even Julio's fault. It's just if we had aliens from like another planet and they came back in like 2090 and they start reading stats, they'll be like, yo, this dude AB was putting up the best numbers. And if you didn't know, like, if you didn't know what he looked like, who he was, you would say, yo, he might be the best for that era. Right. And I feel like that's what AB was. And yeah, because of course those numbers, and I can admit, were inflated because he was getting at least 8 to 10 targets a game, and Julio was only getting 3 to 5 at best. But just stat-wise speaking, I felt like he was the most dominant. So to see him be at the point now that nobody will probably sign him, and Symone, to answer your question, I felt like if AB wasn't tripping right now, and if he was just quiet for just 2 months, I feel like he would have got signed by Baltimore. But it's just every single day he's doing something. So it makes it worse.
I hate to see it. You truly, truly hate to see it. All right, before we got to go, one last question. NFC South, who coming out?
Because of Drew Brees' comments, I hate it. So
I'll take this one last. I'll let y'all go first.
Sorry, well, multiple teams can come out, of course. I think the Saints, they're just loaded all around. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Y'all can, I'm not saying if I could had a wish and my wish counted for something, yes, I would wish for the Falcons. But if I'm being a realist, I think the Saints are just loaded all around the field. Nasty offense, loaded from every level, from offensive line all the way out to their wide receiver core.
Emmanuel Sanders now too.
Yep, that defense. They just got Malcolm Jenkins. He said Bucks or Saints. They got everybody on defense. They got a great secondary. What?
Oh, no, I'm just listening.
Yeah, Dylan, like, let me keep listening to this.
I just think they're just loaded all around. And we play the Saints. I'm worried about the Saints as well for my team.
Y'all better.
Y'all better beat them all week. Definitely cheering for the Falcons. But, the analyst in me, the Sunday morning football in me is...
Gotta be real.
What you thinking, Caleb?
All right, so the Saints are a great regular season team, but they choke in the playoffs. We already know this is a fact. So I see them doing what the Saints do every year, going like 13-3, 14-2, 12-4. So I'll probably give the Saints the edge, and I feel like them getting Emmanuel Sanders, they finally have a real number 2. So that's scary. So I'll probably say the Saints, but at number 2, I would probably say the Falcons. People are sleeping on Ty Gurley.
Wake up.
Thank you.
People are sleeping on Ty Gurley. People are sleeping on Julio. Calvin Ridley can now really spread his wings because Sanu's not there anymore.
Thank you.
So I feel like the Falcons, to me, they might be more hungry than the Saints because I feel like the Saints, they could be as what Buffalo was in the 90s. You get fatigued from constantly getting let down every year in the playoffs. So eventually that's going to wear down on you in the regular season, because it's like we're so used to winning 13 games every year that you get tired of winning 13 games every year and not winning nothing. So I'll probably say the Falcons or the Saints, of course, but Tampa Bay is a sleeper too. But my final choice would have to be Atlanta, though. I got to show love to the home team.
Appreciate
before
that,
you go
Caleb.
before you go in, Eagle Season said Julio is more of an all-around player. He's strong and fast, but AB is more of a deep threat. That's fact.
Y'all feel that way?
Yeah. I feel like
was a 4-3.
better. I feel like AB is just a little bit better of a deep threat than Julio. But Julio's, I mean, don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to put some respect on that.
Yeah, I'll give AB that slight edge on the defense.
Jersey Boy said, I don't know about production of Julio versus AB. Julio has less touchdowns, but AB got the ball more. Got to check on stats to be sure. Julio is my choice.
I feel that.
My choice too.
Eagle Season said, but you can stop AB, but Julio is just a different player.
Yeah, you can't stop him.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm agreeing with all of this. Yeah.
Jersey Boy says Saints win the division. Go ahead.
All right. Before we get out of here, let me
dirty birds.
Let me lay some knowledge on everybody in this chat room. All right, everybody on this live. The Falcons are gonna win the NFC South this year, and I'm gonna tell you why. One, Todd Gurley is gonna be a man running on a mission. He's on a prove-it deal. He only got $5.5 million on a 1-year deal. Todd Gurley about to secure his bag. He mad he got cut by the Rams, and the Rams did hit dirty after he put
25
back to put him on to take them to the Super Bowl. So he's gonna be running on a mission. He's gonna be on a pitch count, but he gonna make them runs count. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Julio is Julio. Everybody already discussed that. We got that out the way. We know what Julio gonna do. Calvin Ridley, though, is a man to look out for. Calvin Ridley is gonna have a breakout year this year. He's been putting in the work. He's been putting in the time. Calvin Ridley would have had an 1,000-yard season if he didn't get hurt at the end of the season last year with that abdominal. He would have easily overcame 1,000 yards. So look out for Calvin. Julio is probably gonna get double teamed. You got to worry about Todd Gurley. Don't forget about Hayden Hurst too. Now Hayden Hurst
forgot about that.
is gonna be a big weapon for Matt Ryan. We know what Matt Ryan did when Tony Gonzalez was there. Matt Ryan balled out with Tony Gonzalez.
Yes,
that's when we was going to the playoffs almost every other year.
13-3.
NFC Championship 13-3.
Yeah.
So if he gets another good tight end, I mean Austin Hooper, he did what he did, and he got that big contract with Cleveland because he found the holes in that defense. Because you can't guard Julio, can't guard Calvin, you won't be able to guard you can't guard everybody. Is my point. Hayden Hurst is gonna find holes in that defense. Whatever defense we're going against, he's gonna find a hole, and Matt Ryan will find him. He will find that open tight end. Yep. So he's gonna have a big year. Like I said, Todd Gurley gonna have a big year. And the defense, let's not sleep on the defense. Now let me read this comment.
What will be the record for the Falcons if they win division?
Oh, the record for the Falcons if they win, I think they could get it done at 12-4. They could
say the same thing.
But you can win this division at 12-4. And let's not forget, last year the Falcons beat New Orleans in New Orleans, where y'all say it's so to play. We beat them last year in New Orleans. We finished last year 6-2. We did our thing down the stretch last year. We came together. Raheem Morris is going to be calling the defense. Dan Quinn put too much on his plate trying to be the head coach and defensive coordinator at the same time. He's not doing that this year. Raheem Morris is going to put his thing on lock. He could be in contention for a head coaching job
next year. Tampa Bay's old head coach. He was nice with Tampa Bay.
If everything goes right. So the Falcons defense is going to be straight with Dante Fowler Jr. They got Kennard in the backfield to kind of try to shore up that back end a little bit. If Keanu Neal stays healthy, him and Ricardo DeMonte KZ will be able to make plays. AJ Terrell, he's looking pretty good in camp. We'll see what he is. We do have some young pieces in the backfield, so that worries me a little bit. But if our pass rush is any better or anything like it was in 2016, man, watch out, bro. We gonna
man. Hey, you just fed into my soul, man. I think the Falcons gonna win it now. I feel it.
We gonna go crazy, man.
Shout out to Atlanta, man.
Yes.
Y'all come on, bring that Georgia boy back. But this was great, guys. We had great conversation. Ooh, Eagle season. We don't have time to go in this today. Eagle season said Dan Quinn is on the hot seat. Seen it? Dan Quinn is on the hot seat.
Dan Quinn
should have been fired last year, man.
Yeah, he is. I'm surprised he didn't get fired last year. For getting fired last year.
Hey, to be honest, man, real quick, the Falcons should have hired Ron Rivera after firing him. but I'll
I
not.
wouldn't have been mad at that. I honestly wouldn't have been mad at that. But Dan Quinn is on the hot seat. But you know what? What gives me hope about Dan Quinn? Those players knew he was about to get fired,
and they started turning up.
And those players turned up for Dan Quinn. So that means those players love Dan Quinn. They played for Dan Quinn.
That's facts.
So if the players can get up for Dan Quinn and make that 6-2 run for Dan Quinn, keep Dan Quinn as the head coach. I'm all right with that.
All right, guys. So we didn't have time to go into the NBA talk, but y'all already know
we're going to get into
playoffs start tomorrow, y'all. And y'all Philly boys, y'all 76ers got a lot of questions. Y'all know I got love for the 76ers because y'all my Eagles people. So we're gonna have to jump back on here, Caleb, another day.
Hey, let me know. Let me know.
Facts, all the history buff knowledge, brought out all the stats and stuff.
Thank you. Let me know, y'all, anytime.
Let them know where they can find you, Caleb.
Yes, you guys can follow my podcast at 3 Milli Pod on IG. You guys can follow my personal page at Mind of Solomon. So that's Mind, MINDOF, and then Solomon. So, yeah, thank y'all. Subscribe to us on YouTube, 3 Milli Productions. We have podcast episodes dropping all the time on IG. We have content posted all the time. We had Dylan on there. So, yeah, man, check out the page. We talk about entrepreneurship, music, culture, art, history, everything, all in one conversation. So, yeah, check us out, most definitely.
Yeah, definitely check him out. I know y'all in here talking about the Nets and the Rockets. I know we're going to come back on. We're going to talk about this NBA playoffs because y'all know it's going to be a show.
Yes.
We're going to get him back on here, y'all. So
please do, y'all, because we got to chop this up. So Symone, Dylan as well, because we're going to talk about some basketball next time. I got you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're going to dive deep
into basketball. I didn't know the NFL talk was going to go on because I didn't know you was a Steeler. You done brought a whole new perspective.
I messed it up.
What's up, Darius Ford? We're going to be on here another time. We're going to schedule a time and let y'all know. We definitely coming back on here, though. All right, Kate, thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much. Hey, y'all have a great day, all right? I appreciate y'all for having me.